That's how you change the world.
If your life is easy, you are doing something wrong. This is a quote I got from a good friend of mine a few years back, and ever since he told me and he explained what it all meant, but you know ever since then it's been on my mind, and it's been something I've kind of tried to understand over the past few years. And um, as I've kind of thought about it, something that's kind of come up, or a slogan for it, has been living the struggle. And we all have the struggle and the grind that we live through. And so that's kind of been a slogan that I've been using to kind of try and comprehend it. And this past weekend, I was listening to the pastor at the church I went to, and he was talking about having a ministry that was guided by God, and what that looks like. And he said, if you go to church and you if you go to church and you leave there happy every Sunday, and and feeling good about yourself, then that's probably not a ministry that's guided by God, because that's we're supposed to be challenged, and we're supposed to grow in our faith and grow in our relationship with God. So if you go to church and you're not if you go to church and you leave there, feeling good about yourself every weekend, then you're not being challenged. So you're not building that relationship. And so that kind of got me thinking about the whole, if your life is easy, you're probably not living it correctly, and living the struggle, and just kind of bringing that all together. And what I've kind of come to a conclusion is that, if you're not living, or if your life's easy, and you don't have a struggle or a challenge in your life, then you are doing something wrong, and you're not growing in whether it's spiritual, whether it's physical, whether it's mentally or intellectually. You're not growing if you're not challenging yourself. Now, a lot of people think that struggles come from the outside world, and there's plenty of struggles that do, but there's also the struggles that need to come from within, because if you're not willing to grow and change, then you're never going to change. Get out of that comfort zone. There's a picture that comes to mind for me, that it has a circle, and inside the circle it says comfort zone, and then it has an arrow pointing outside of the comfort zone that says magic happens here. And how true it is that when we're growing and challenging ourselves, that the magic happens. We start to become something better, and something that we never would have imagined. And for me, this is where my coaching and just what I like to do with my students and participants and members is challenge them, whether it's physical, mentally, and just push them to grow and to become better in more ways than one. This upcoming May, and it's 10 weeks away now, we're doing a group of us are doing a Tough Mudder, which is a 10 to 12 mile obstacle course. And this is going to be something that a lot of them have never done before, and it's going to challenge them, but it's going to be something that they're going to walk away from and be like, that was amazing, because it sucked, but I got through it. So I encourage each and every one of you to find a way to challenge yourself, whether it's spiritually, physically, or intellectually, to challenge yourself to continue to grow, and to just embrace what has been called the suck, or living the struggle.